everyone, I am Erika of bidingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly BD broadcast. I hope that you can hear me and I hope that you can see me. Please let me know in a comment. You can watch this broadcast today live from the Bidding School Club and also from the Bidding School Facebook page. And later we will upload it also to our YouTube channel to make sure that you can watch the recording. And we have a Facebook friend here who says, hello ladies and Erika here and see you crystal clear. I'm glad and welcome. And hi Kata, I'm really happy that you made it home in time to join us all. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone. Janine, Marta, Liv is here also, Sherry is here, Tanya. Tanya says, hi everyone, I hope the video will not stop this time because I don't want to miss a second from the live design. I'm so happy that you like the idea of the live design, Tanya. I know that you love to beat the results of our little experiments together. And indeed, today we are going to create together again. We are still going strong with the Jewel of the Maharaja team, creating beaded jewels inspired by India. And besides all the necklaces and earrings and bracelets that I and some fellow designers prepared for you. And also I have seen some of our fellow Bidding School Club members who really stepped up their game. And besides following tutorials, they also went in strong and created their own designs. It's awesome, by the way. I'm so happy for you ladies. And so besides those, it's time to create together again during a coffee time. I'm curious what will we come up with today. Jessica is here also, Susie, Marianne, Deb, Martina, Daniela, Faye, Corinne, Manuela is here, Sandra, Vania, Annie. Oh, Kata got home 5 minutes ago with a package of filigrees and blingy goodies. Awesome news. Enjoy them, Kata. Jan is here, and Jennifer, and Joyce, and I don't see your name, unfortunately. In case that you are watching from the Bidding School Club, then you need to give permission to my broadcasting program to see your name and see your face. Unfortunately, it's not working for 100% always as expected. There are sometimes technical issues, so you might need to click again on the link above the video. And hi, Connie, and hi, Ludka. And Anne is here also. Okay, first point, what shall we do? My idea is drink some coffee. Everyone, cheers. And hi, Christine, good to see you too. And Cindy, hello, ladies. Wonderful to have you here. Sarah, I don't know why. I'm sorry about that, but I don't see your name. But I'm really happy that you are here. So before we would start with our live design session, I would like to go back a little bit to the theme that we are exploring. So as the January-February theme of the Bidding School Academy, we are exploring Indian-inspired jewelry, and we are learning about India and its royal cities. We even enjoyed a storytelling night with professional storyteller, real-life bard, 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐃𝐈𝍍 last Saturday. I'm really happy that so many of you could join also in real life. And you can now rewatch the recording of 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐃𝐈𝍍's performance from the virtual classroom of the Bidding School Academy. So before we would turn to the live design part of our coffee together, then let's look at India and Indian-inspired beadwork a little bit more. Last week, when talking a bit about metal components, we already touched the theme of like, okay, how can I bring consciously that vibe of India into my jewels? And indeed, including metal components and filigrees in your beadwork helps you to give your jewels that special touch. So filigrees are really a beloved element of Indian architecture and Indian decorations. But even, for example, windows in Indian buildings remind me of filigrees sometimes. And filigrees are the result of delicate metalwork when tiny threads of metal are joined to each other to create ornamental pieces. So here in the mirror of the Maharaja bracelet, I used the filigree under the mirror cabochon, so you can incorporate it in many, many different ways into your jewelry. And then talking about mirrors, using mirrors or objects that remind you of mirrors also can give your jewels that Indian vibe. Mirror work, it's called shisha, by the way, in Indian art. It is part of traditional outfits, and it was originally coming from Iran and then adopted in India. And later, especially during the Mughal empires, that, for example, one of the Mughal emperors was Shah Jahan, the builder of Taj Mahal. It became really popular. So using shiny objects, using shiny coins or cabochons that resemble a mirror can also give your jewels that Indian vibe. Besides that, of course, floral motifs. I have here a detail of a building. I don't remember now if this was from the Taj Mahal or the fort in Agra, but it is from Rajasthan. And as you can see, even buildings are decorated with floral motifs. And we were creating plenty of floral-shaped ornaments during these past weeks. You can also bring that special touch to your jewels by adding tassels, and you can create that you can use pre-made tassels from fabric, but also create your own. You can create your fabric from beads. You can create your you can create your tassel from pearls. And here at this point, I'm really happy that Sarah is here with us. I really wanted to show you the pendant that she has just posted a little while before the broadcast. She also added a tassel to her beautiful pendant. And Sarah, this is super beautifully done. The colors you chose, always the quality of your beadwork is amazing. And the pendant that Sarah beaded, it is originally a design created for you also to enjoy with the Maharaja team, a design created by 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐃𝐈𝍍. So you can find the tutorial for the Gardens of the Maharaja pendant at the Beading School blog. And Sherry also likes it. She says it's beautiful, Sarah. And besides tassels, there is one more element that is actually super popular in Indian decorations, but we haven't talked about it yet. Can you maybe guess what am I thinking about? Do you have some other ideas how to bring that Indian vibe to our jewelry? It's something that we have actually, it's super typical for India, but we did not explore it. We haven't been exploring it yet. Faye also says beautiful work, Sarah. Lotka also likes it. And Ginny says about the storytelling night, I'm so happy that I get to watch. I had to miss it on Saturday. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Deb's guess is chains, so metal components. In fact, indeed, in Indian art, there are a lot of metal elements. Even mixing different colors of metal elements can bring that special touch. You don't need to be afraid of mixing gold and silver and bronze and everything what's on your hand. But it's not something that I was thinking about. Martina says bindis. Bindi is the little decoration that is traditionally worn by Hindu women on their forehead. No, I'm not thinking of bindis, but actually, when I showed you a couple of weeks ago the dry summer necklace that I've created, that someone suggested that it could be worn or as a decoration on the forehead. It's so true. Mariana says mirrors. Petra says stones. No, it's something else that I'm thinking about. And in fact, it's the paisley motif. And the paisley motif is originally coming from textile design and originated in Persia. And actually, the Mughal emperors, Akbar and the others who ruled in Agra, in Rajasthan, and in Rajasthan, they are coming from Persia. So that's how lots of elements from Persian art got transferred to India. And paisleys and high niti and the paisley motif, it is a teardrop shape, however, with a curved end. So it's not a regular teardrop, but it is curved, as you can see. And it was imported through the Kashmir shawls, for example. And we are super lucky as beaders because the paisley motif was in fact used also as inspiration for a bead shape. So here you can see that there are actually paisley-shaped beads, two-hole beads, and that's what I would like to play with today. In fact, originally I wanted to include some paisley duos in your mirror, in your Jewel of the Maharaja boxes. However, the color that we ordered for you, I was not 100% happy with the quality of the finish, so we decided to leave it out, and then we added something else. But we need to look into paisley duos, I think. So let's get started with the live design. I'm going to share with you my bead mat. And I have prepared 4 different colors of paisley duos. And you can tell me which one should I play with. I have here chalk jet luster, which is a grayish marbled color. Then I have here, okay, I think this was mislabeled, but it is like a ceramic green effect. And then I have Tutti Frutti Carambola, which is an orange tone, but not, a little bit like muted orange. And then I have Polychrome Mixed Berry, which has a metallic effect, and it's purple. So let me know, which one should I play with today? And Vanya says, lots of great info today. Thank you so much. And is the Paisley Duo the one that have a left and right side? Super nice question, Vanya. There are actually two paisley-shaped glass beads available, two different ones. And one is called the 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐈 and the other is Paisley Duo. Both of them have two holes. However, the Paisley Duos are just slightly larger, and I like them a bit more because they are double-sided and we don't need a left and a right side. So if I turn the Paisley Duo, then it mirrors itself and I don't need two different types. I love the shape of the 𝐁𝐿𝐿 They are a bit more elegant. They look awesome actually, but getting the left and the right side, it is a bit of a nuisance. Jessica wants me to use the polychrome purple. One vote for purple. Vanya wants to use the gold. I think Sandra also says Tutti Frutti. Tanya says the green one. Joyce says the gray one. Belinda says purple. Okay, I think I see purple the most times. So let's play with purple. Joyce says all of them are pretty. So let's play with the mixed berry polychrome effect paisley duos. We'll also show them how do they look like, so you have a better idea of the shape. So they are the same from the front and the back, so I can turn them and I don't need to bother with getting two different beads. Sherry says so that she hasn't tried yet the paisleys. Then a good idea to play at least like this way with them. I hope you will like this beading session, Sherry. And before I would actually start stitching and we would share the ideas with each other, do you have some ideas? How could we arrange in different ways the paisley duos? Like, for example, we could put them in a concentric circle, several of them, all of them turning to the same way, so we can create this flower in the wind effect. Share with me, please, if you have an idea that how should I turn them. We can first, like, I will arrange the beads according to your instructions to see that how many different possibilities we can come up with for the paisleys. Of course, this little flower in the, let's call it flower in the wind shape, when they are in a concentric circle turning to the same way, it can be made with less beads, with more beads. I can add something in between them. So even that gives us different possibilities. Jessica has an idea, I really like it, to turn them together like little hearts. So that would make it like this. Then Niti also says that they are pretty. She hasn't tried them yet. Tanya says, you can make a butterfly. What a good idea, Tanya. I actually prepared also a slim navette here, just in case that we would try something with that. And indeed, we could create a butterfly. And yeah, Tanya says she loves to work both with 𝐁𝐿𝐿duo and with paisleys. And Kata says, you can have them the same curve opposite of each other, but one upside down. Is this how you... One upside down, same curve to each other? Is this what you meant, Kata? Let me know. Daniela says back to back. So also in the opposite way. Okay, thank you, Kata. So indeed, there are lots of opportunities, lots of possibilities how to use the paisleys. And we can also add other beads, of course. And what I really like is, for example, when I arrange them as a little flower, blooming flower, and I add something nice in the middle, it can be, as you see, a 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐃𝐈𝐍𝐆, for example, but I could also use in the middle, for example, a round drop duo, and I think that would look awesome. Or even a little rose. Please don't mind my colors now, but I'm more interested now at the shapes. Kata says a flower with petals in pairs. Good idea. Lutka says this is like a tulip. And Kata says, now you are building a Hungarian motif or a Swedish one. And so nice that it could be both, right? So, what do you think about, now I'm just playing with some ideas, what do you think about including this little rose, the 2-hole rosette cabochon, in between 4 paisley duos? Okay, I have no idea how this will work out. Let's see. So, the rosette also has 2 holes, so I can connect to it two paisleys from both sides. Oh, Tanya has a good idea. To put the rosette in the hole of the paisley. Indeed, that will actually make my job a bit easier. I got scared a little bit that I gave myself a bit too hard task by adding 4 paisleys. So what do you think about this? And now actually, I like how this is going. I can add 2 more paisleys and another rosette, but I will first add some seed beads. So in between the 2 sides, I will add round 11s. So this is how it will look like. Hi, Katja. Okay, so I managed to turn one of the rosettes upside down. So let's go back. And working with beads that are not symmetrical from the front and the back, then it makes it easier if you lay out the shape on your bead mat, so then you can orientate yourself better to make sure, for example, also with the 𝐁𝐄𝐃𝐈 that they are turning the right way, all of them. And hi, Susie. Niti finds it cute so far. So this is how it should look like. So, paisleys and roses so far. It needs to be sturdier. Just a sip of coffee, sorry. I will repeat the thread path one more time to make this sturdier. I will also actually tie a knot. When I'm doing this first circle, when I'm starting a motif, then I like to bead all around always twice. And if I have bigger beads, then I also like to tie a knot. The reason is that the bigger beads also tend to have bigger holes, and the thread doesn't get like grip in the hole, so it continues sliding in the holes of the beads. So I tie a knot. If I'm using smaller beads in this first circle, then I don't always feel it necessary to tie a knot. And then I bead through the paisley and one of the round 11s. So Tanya says rhinestone or bicone to cover the empty place in the middle. And Susie says, I did something similar with pipe duos today. So cute, the rosette looks like having leaves. Cindy and Belinda also likes them. And I like Tanya's idea with the bicone. However, first I'm going to add some round 15s, and I'm going to add some golden round 15s to bling this up a little bit. So up until now, I was using the first holes of the paisleys, which is closer to the thinner side. And now I'm going to add round 15s between the round 11 and the outer hole. Let's see how many fit. 3 pieces will fit, I think. 3, maybe 4. 3 look nice. Okay. And here I would like to connect the outside hole of the PAISLEYDUO and the rosette cabochon. Let's see your ideas also in the meanwhile. Christine says, a little rhinestone, as Tanya means. And Elena says, hello everyone, just found an opportunity to finally join after work. What a cute piece. Hi Elena. I'm always happy when you can join us in real time. So let's see what would fit in between the outside hole of the paisley and the outside hole of the rosette. I will need a 1-hole bead here. Or Jessica says a quarter tila. Ginny says around 11. Okay, Jessica has a very adventurous idea. I could imagine, let's grab some quarter tilas first. So let's see, I can imagine the quarter-tillas here and then meeting in a V shape over the rosette. Let's see if it could work out. I'm not 100% sure, but designing is all about like trials and errors, so no. Or if I pushed it here and then I could connect the outside hole of the quarter-tilla here with some more round 15s. That's also an option. Do you want to play safe or do you want to go adventurous? I'm curious. Tanya is thinking about a size 8. Daniela says 2mm pearl. Elena also says 3mm pearl. Katja too, and Esther joined us today too. Welcome, Esther. Nice to see you. Kata would like to see a bicone in the corner. That's a good idea. I like it, Kata. Adding bicones is always a good idea. I actually have here the crystal rainbow orange, which is the result of a collab between Preciosa and one of her favorite Czech bead distributors. So these are Preciosa bicone beads in size 3mm, but they come in a popular Czech coating. So let's see what happens if I add more quarter-tillas. So I'm mirroring now the little design, so I'm connecting the outside hole of the paisley to the round 11. Tanya likes the bicone. Jessica says, I'm thinking of adding a navet to the quarter-tilla, but I don't know if it will work. I have a feeling I don't really want to add like too many extra shapes at this point. We already have the paisleys and the rosettes and the quarter-tillas. So I would go with some more simple bead shapes. Ginny also loves the bicone. Marta would like another paisley. I don't have the Zollies. These are paisley duos. Esther says diamond duo. Let's see how does it look like when I add the last sequence of the 3 round 15s. I'm now beading through the first group again, and I would like to connect this first group of round 15 here to the outside hole of the Miyuki quarter-tilla. Let's see how many do we need for that. More than 5, maybe. Let's try 7. Oh, how do you like this? I think it looks, this curve of the round 15s, it's super elegant. I like it. But now, Faye says it looks like a bee. And hi, Brit Marie! I actually have some more fire polished beads. and I would love to add them there. I got recently a big package of new fire polished beads from the treasury, and they are all, it's like, or most of them, these beads with different finishes, but always based on a chalk white color. And what happens with this, that the beads have some colors more, some colors less, but they have this nice marble effect, and you could see this already, this effect in the also the Jewel of the Maharaja box, and also back in the Magic Garden box. This was the one in the Magic Garden, the chalk white lila gold luster, and I have them now in all kinds of variations. Chalk white baby blue. Oh, this is an amazing one. Chalk white lila vega luster. Chalk white lila luster. Even like some neutrals. Chalk white gray luster. So these are the new ones that I have just received, and I would love to include them. What do you think? I would go with 4mm ones, and I think maybe the chalk white lila gold luster, or to enhance the flowery effect, and besides including colorful like flowers, the rosette cabochons, what about including some greens for the foliage? Okay, my English pronunciation sometimes is catching up with me. What about this mint luster? How do you like it? I know that many of you are fond of purple combined with green. Sorry. Oh, here in the beginning, we had all kinds of different opinions which paisley duos to start with, but now everyone agrees that we should have green there. So I'm going for the chalk white mint luster in the 4mm size. I did not forget, by the way, about the bicons. I will put them here. And here come the 4mm bicons. I will later add a tiny seed bead in between the two, but I will make a circle with only the 4mm fire polished beads first. Oh no, that's not enough of a distance. Two of them are not enough to cover the distance. So let's see what can we do. Do I have them in the 3mm size? And chalk white teal luster, this is a little bit different. I really like the mint luster. And hi, Wendy! Oh, I don't have 3mm mint luster. I would love to have that. I will try including around 11. I don't want to put, Tanya says, let's put a, oh, this is going to be good, I think. No, still too little. Okay, let's see. Tanya advises a bicon between the fire polished 4mm. I don't feel that it would be balanced. I want to put the bicon here. Let's pick up 7 of the round 15s. and I bead through 3 round 15s, and let's see what happens now. Okay, this should be good. And I'm beading through the round 11. And again, the 3 round 15s. Ginny says it's so much trial and error fun. Indeed, like sometimes a motif just works out fine right away, but mostly the case is that when designing, then we need to try different things and frog it, repeat, and try again, and just accept that it's all about experiments. And it's important to see it as a game, and even the options that don't work as we expect them, they lead us to a realization to see on one hand that what does not work, and on the other hand also might lead to other ideas in the future. Beaders who are here with us regularly, then they know that I'm the not so proud owner of 2 drawers full of UFOs, unfinished objects as we call them in the beading word. But sometimes I end up pulling out one of those UFOs, and I managed to finish after I gathered the experience. So they are not dead ends, not always. Sometimes they are. And oh, actually, it will not work out. I see it now. The distance is not fully covered by beads. The 4mm fire polished round 11, 4mm fire polished was not enough to cover the distance between the round 15s and the quarter tilla. So I will go back and try something else. It's okay. I hope you are not in a hurry. By the way, I have here this little navet that so many of you started to like recently, thanks to the J. motif also. And oh, the color would fit so nicely, by the way. And okay, this I could even create a bracelet. Okay, this might be, I just wanted to talk about the navet because I have to tell you that Gina published, Orchid and Opal Gina published her tutorial for the super nice bracelet that you liked, and that's why I grabbed the navet. But now that I see it, then this motif with the rosettes, when connected to the navets, then it could be an element of a bracelet, and I don't necessarily need to cover it with the fire polished beads. I really wanted to use this, as I love this, as I said, I love this chalk white finish, and it's something that I really wanted to include today, but I am not going to push it if it's not what the motif needs. So I will actually add a navet on both sides, which then later I can connect to another identical motif and create a bracelet. So yeah, actually Jessica's idea, first I thought like, that's not going to work, but actually it's going to work. So now here's 7 and Nancy joined us. And Niti has a nice question. Do your UFOs finish as the same idea that you started, or do they end up as something else totally? Usually, if I put them in the UFO drawer, then I pull them out after a long time. So sometimes I don't even remember what was the original idea. So I would say that typically they are finished in a different way. So, Kata also says, see, you need to add the navette. Oh, and with the navettes we actually get some bling. Bling is always good. And hi, Claire. Nice to see you again. So, again, 7 of the round 15s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I bead into the outer hole of the quarter tilla. Then I pick up around 15. I pick up a navette. I bead back through the second hole of the navette. The navette comes, by the way, already in this metal setting, so you don't have to fiddle with the little claws to catch it in the metal setting. For the bigger cabs, it's not a problem when it comes separately from the metal setting. If you want to use a metal setting, it's easy to close it. I usually use the back of a spoon. I gently close the prongs of the claw setting, but with such small shapes as this one, we already have them with the metal setting. I have a feeling that anyway we wouldn't use the navette on its own without the metal setting because it's so small. Okay, I added the last group of 7. Oh, Kerstin says, I spot a Swedish spoon. Indeed, it was a gift from Sarah. And Kata has the same too. How many of our Swedish friends have the same spoon as I do? It's a designer spoon, by the way, and it was a gift from Sarah. I love it. The tip of it, it's perfect. And Nancy says, I'm sorry I'm behind. Where do I find a tutorial for this? Dear Nancy, there is no tutorial for this. Before the broadcast, this motif did not exist. I am designing it now on the spot together with you ladies. So there is no tutorial yet. When I do a live design session, then you can bead it following the video if you would like to, or when I will have the time, then I can also draw the tutorial. Usually I publish it on the blog. Unfortunately, I will have some busy weeks coming now. I will bead all around the motif one more time to make it sturdier. Kerstin says she has like 20 of these spoons. Liv has it too. Brit Marie has it too. Oh my god. After the broadcast, we all need to take a picture of our Swedish spoons and post them in the Beading School Club. Oh, so nice when these little things also connect us. I love it. So I'm now retracing the thread path of this last step of adding the navette. And as you can see, these little navettes, they can be used as a focal, as we did in the Jaisalmer, but we can also use them for connecting motifs into a bracelet. So there are different possibilities. Wendy says we are spoon sisters indeed. You know, at the beginning, I had a feeling that the paisleys and the rosette cabochons, they are all a bit like muted down the color, but by adding the colorful navets, the color is, let's see if I have them in the original bag, I tend to mix them up. It's the violet blue. So that made the whole design, like, it brought life to it, I have a feeling. So I'm now retracing. I'm halfway, I think. So I don't want to make a promise that when will I draw the tutorial for this. I will have some busy weeks coming now. I will also travel to Slovakia to visit my family and the treasury. But also today I was a bit stressed about the live design session, because like designing works the best when like I'm relaxed and I don't think about anything else, just designing. And today I got some bad news that you might know that I was sending a project to the Beadworkers Guild journal, and it was a beautiful, beautiful jewel, and I beaded it. It's kind of a statement piece, and I beaded it in 2 different colorways to make sure that the magazine can choose what they like most. And today UPS informed me that they lost my package on the way to the photography session of the magazine. So that got me quite distressed, the least to say. So yeah, but thanks to your company, I feel now I can focus and create. So thank you so much for all the good vibes today. It feels good to be with you, ladies. And it's such a shame, because it was like an effort, like really like a team effort, because once I started to design this jewel, then I needed more beads, and I wrote to Nitty, and the deadline was coming, and I wrote to Nitty, who also lives in the Netherlands, like, do you maybe have them? Can you help me out? I also wrote to the treasury, like, send me please a package ASAP, and even if they were super busy, they were so nice and put together a package for me, and Nitty also sent me beads to make sure that I can bead the necklace how I wanted it to look like. And this is what happened, so I'm sad. So, yeah. Oh, Claire says, don't give up hope, though. A parcel from my daughter took 14 months to arrive. Wow. I really hope that it will be found. I'm already in touch, of course, with UPS, and they are looking into it. So I really hope that they can find it. Now, when I'm beading all around for a third time, then I'm adding the bicone. And if you decide to bead this, actually I'm not 100% happy with the lines of round 15s, as they slide down a little bit. So I will add one more trick. I will try to fix the round beads, round 15 beads, to to the outside hole of the paisley. So what I'm doing here is that I'm exiting the round 15 that is closest to the quarter-tilla, and I will bead gently because I don't want to break the quarter-tilla. I bead backwards through the outside hole of the paisley, and then I continue. And let's see if this trick helped. I think yes. Okay. So I really recommend to do this. If you decide to bead this little motif, then do that, please. And Niti says, this would look lovely even in an embroidery piece. Thanks for the idea, Niti. I think that's totally true, and combining bead woven motifs with embroidery is a really nice way to personalize jewels. Esther says, looks so neat. I'm also happy with it. We could possibly also put a rhinestone in the middle, but I'm not going to force it now. Jeannie is also waiting for a package. If you have any questions, Jeannie, about tracking numbers and you need help, then please just write to the treasury. It's info@beadingschool.com, and we are happy to help you. And hi, Nicolene. Oh, thank you so much. We were working on it like it's a community project again. We are working on it now together, sharing ideas, experimenting. So I am now again beading through 7 of the round 15s, and I will do the same trick to attach the round 15s to the paisley. And then I repeat the thread pass through the round 15s. I stop before the last one, so I'm not crossing the last round 15, but instead I'm picking up the bicone bead. I skip round 15, round 11, round 15, and then I continue. And in the same way, I am also going to attach the round 15s to the outside hole of the paisleys on this side. Oh, and Susie, by the way, I saw an idea from Susie. Yes, why do I see an earring with the tassel coming down from the navet? I like that. Oh, I like that, Susie. It would also mean that I don't need to bead 15 more motifs, but I would be good with just a couple more. And actually with a tassel or even with some metal components at the bottom. And I really started to like this. For me, it's somehow turban shaped, the turban. This connector. So I can also imagine it at the bottom of this if I would make it into an earring. And then, oh my god, this is going to be an earring. And then this one. Okay, I move it upwards so you see it better. And here I would attach two 4mm bicone beads. That's what's going to happen, I think. So, Ginny says she would still like a bit of green. Maybe a chrysolite opal rhinestone in the middle. I think that would solve the need for green. That would look awesome, I think. Oh, Christine has an idea of a filigree and a drop in the middle. Oh, I love filigrees. Even if earrings, then you can add the filigree at the bottom as the hanging part, so that's also an option. Britt Marie would use a green mint tassel. Hi Sharon, nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. Wendy also needs some green into it. And Martina needs a bit of bling. So I'm really curious if you will also make this motif, and how will you evolve it to make it in your own style. And again, it was really nice to design together with you. This is always such a great experience, this is always such a great experience, how we are all putting our ideas together and trying, and it's such a great, flowy, happy experience. And I would like to thank you, ladies, for your attention today and all your ideas. The camera is not focusing, but I'm here. And if you would like to get some of those paisley duos, or if you would like to get some fire polished beads in the new chalk white colors, or in some of the colors that we just managed to restock today, then up until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, you can do that with 17% off. So all the paisley duos and all the fire polished beads, old and new colors, you can get with a great 17% discount. I will activate the new beads and the discount after I said goodbye to you, because usually it's my colleague Andrea who is doing that, but today she couldn't, so couldn't join me here. So I will do that. I will do that after the broadcast. And thank you for your attention. Thank you if you decide to place an order, or if you decide to share this with your friends, to tell your friends about beading school. And I am really looking forward to meeting you again on Friday, so no one has to bead alone. If you have any questions left, I'm still here and happy to answer. And indeed, Niti, I will let you know how it's going with my parcel. And Nancy is asking for a tutorial, if I did the tutorial for this bracelet. I really would like to, but first I need to restitch it, because I was not happy with the thread passes. It was too tight and too many needles were broken, and I want to give you a pleasant, nice experience. So I want to redesign it a bit. Also, I think 6 years passed since I did this, so I think I can do it a lot better now than when I first beaded this bracelet with the paisleys. By the way, Yvette told me that many of you were asking if you need to do anything if your Beading School Academy membership is renewing now. Those of our beaders who signed up in September and who chose a half-yearly option, then they will get their first renewal now on the 7th of March. And I just want to say that there is nothing that you need to do. The technical solution that Adam implemented will take care of everything. If there is a problem with the payment, then you will receive an automatic email, but it should be okay, and you don't need to buy the Academy membership again. And Faye says, so nice to see the ideas coming together. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of the week, everyone. It was indeed great to see you all. And as Kerstin says, okay, Nancy is laughing that we will wait for you to have some free time. Yeah, I don't have that much free time, but I always fill it with some more beating, so it might happen sooner than later. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to activate now the new stuff and the new deal. Thank you so much, everyone, and wishing you lots of creative ideas. Bye bye.